Yo, what is going on YouTube, Twitch, and the Horde? Welcome in. Happy early Friday stream. Sorry for the raspiness in my voice. I am a little sick and under the weather, but we are going to push through this stream because we are already 8 minutes into TZ Chaos. I'm already late, and I got to get off at 5 o'clock on the button, so we got TZ Chaos right into TZ Andy. You guys are getting a view of my new scenes, my stinger. The new chibi badges are up. New things are on the way. I will showcase a little bit of another fun scene in a few minutes, but to not delay, let's go. Oh yeah, man, this room gets a lot of sunlight. There's actually two huge windows, Biv, not here, but on like the other side, like facing here. So that's all natural light that you see. That's all natural light. It's not my all of my Elgatos and green screen stuff. That would even add like more projected light. Yo, what's up, Smalps? Welcome in, brother. Very hype. All right, guys, we're already late to TZ Chaos. Let's get moving. I know we're showing off some of these screens. Yo, let's go, Roma. What's good? Thank you for that resub. What do we got? 12 months coming in hot, brother. Now you got access to the new Twitch emotes. Let's fuck it. All right, guys, let's get to TZ Chaos. Good to see everybody in. Hype, D2R, Season 13, Copium, Real, changes coming. Who knows? Minor, macro, time will tell. All right, guys, let's get right into this stream. Let's get this thing started. All right, we're going to start our clock. Again, like I said, it is TZ Chaos right now. We're going to jump in. This is pretty much going to be a hammered in the stream. So we can P1 snipe Chaos. We will do the Matriarch Andy in the back hour. And like I said, I got to get off on the button at 5 p.m. Central. So let's load up. Let's get our ID scrolls, and let's get this bad boy. Good, the clock is up. Just making sure. All right, first Chaos run. Let's do it. Let's go, Horde. Man, this is a great year for ARPGs, man. Darkhaven is upon us. The official name of Moonbeast is in the wild, aka Darkhaven. From there, we got the playtest coming up on Steam. They actually hit over 100K already on the wish list, which is incredible. Bunch of momentum, excitement there. Obviously, that's supposed to be coming out in a couple weeks. You'll hear more about that from me specifically or them officially. So again, that's going to be the Steam wishlist demo. And then obviously we got, you know, what's going on here with D2R. Don't care as much, obviously, about D4 and D Portal, but, you know, we'll keep the hype going for D2R. I know Smalps is hyped. We'll keep Smalps very hyped here. All right, all right, all right. Oh, nice. We sniped. Oh, no, we didn't. Oh, we did. Nice. We did get him on the taxi snipe. Gotta love a good snipe. All right, hit. Boom. Oh, and there we go. All right, up 5. Make sure we're maximizing Big D on the no drop. Let's go. I gotta make some things on ladder. You better pick up the pace, big dog. Ooh, oh, I'm not even on him. Okay. I was like, why is the DPS not there? Oh, Glad Bane. First run of the night. 2020? Ah, 1518. No dice. Definitely dropping that boy to the Shadow Realm. Ooh, yeah, I wanted to get a fresh head shave and clean up the beard a little bit, gentlemen, before the stream, but the day just got away from me. As you guys know, unfortunately, my dog is not doing very well. Looks like a tumor, guys. Pretty sad. He's been pretty debilitated. I've been in and out of the, I know I was a bit cryptic about it, but I was in the ER multiple times this week. A lot of specialists. So yeah, man, she's not in a good state, brother. Yeah, it's really soul crushing. It's mainly for my kids, man. My kids love her, and it's like heartbreaking just to see her like this. Her legs aren't working really well neurologically. She's got kidney and liver issues on top of it. It's like I've just kind of accepted fate right now, you know, kind of celebrating her and just accepting reality. So, you know, I gotta like take it day by day, but you know, basically I spent a lot of time with the specialist last night when I picked her up from another ER. And so yeah, it's basically one of those things where, you know, I gotta just watch her really closely on seizures among other things. And obviously my big thing is I don't want her to suffer. My wife and I are very aligned. I refuse to let her suffer. So the minute that I get any inclination that she's in pain and her quality of life, you know, is not there, then that's game over for me. I'll make the hard call, you know, not going to let that girl go through it. So, you know, look, man, we could get lucky and she's got 3, 6, 9, 12, keeps going. But right now it's not great. That's all I can say for now. So you know, not going to be pessimistic. Pessimistic. I'm going to say a little bit of positivity here. So we'll see, man. We'll see. Appreciate the support. Any prayers for my girl ZZ, man? With the positive energy, positive vibes out there for Miss ZZ. Right. Chaos underway. God, I love some chaos on a Friday. Gotta love chaos. The pentagon. Pentagram. Ooh. Might. Always the cheek clencher. The pucker. Yeah, it's just the nostalgia, man. It's kind of how I feel a little bit about, you know, Ancient Tunnels. We've talked about it a lot. Like, I don't really have any inclination to go back to Ancient Tunnels anymore now that Stony Tomb is just a much more superior 85. I guess for old time's sake, excuse me. If you wanted to go in there, you could, but I don't know why you would really spend a lot of time in Ancient Tunnels. It's just as cold Sork friendly, for example, as Stony Tomb. Obviously, Stony Tomb, more mobility friendly, basic wing T map. Obviously, you're getting not only the all the poppables, racks and such, right? But you're obviously also getting creeping feature on the super unique side. You know, you don't obviously have that coming into Ancient Tunnels. Obviously, you got the chest, the sparkly, super unique. So, you know, I think it just depends. Used to be a big fan of AT. Stony Tomb for me all the way. Stony Tomb all the way. Come on, Unearthed Wand. Let's go. We're dweebing. Somebody called that out. Somebody called that on the last stream. They said, you're dweebing. I said, yeah, sounds about right. We are de-weebing. Dweebing. The hunt for the dweeb. Where art thou? Oh, of course, you got to amp me on the way up. Pop. Now, guys, remember, I am one Sir Rune and or Burr Rune away from infinity. So outside of Death's Web, we also need the Sir or the Burr, because then we can finally get the infinity made. So, oh yeah, it can drop at any time, my man. Yeah, dude, I just, there have not been a lot of good TZs. Like during my, I mean, obviously this is very unorthodox. I was off today for work. That's why I'm streaming right now versus later. But yeah, there just have not been good TZs for me during my typical stream hours. It's just been super random. So as you guys have seen, I've pretty much been focused mainly, Boots, Jewel, and a Ring. Primarily focused on Pits and Orcs and Pindle. The only tweeb I know is Kron. Oh yeah, man. The Kron sucks daily, dude. I remember when Shadowheart said that. That got me. Kron sucks daily. Kron was running his mouth and Shadow clapped back as in Shadowheart, not the Shadow. Alright, P5. Let's go. On up. Yeah, so once the stream gets going, I'll show you the Be Right Back. So I actually have two Be Right Back scenes, Roma. One of them is like the start that you saw, but then another one is a special one. I think you know which one I'm talking about because I showed it to you already in Discord. But yeah, we'll show it off, and then obviously you guys, if you're still here to the end of the stream, you'll see my new ending scene. So the ending scene is a play on the opening scene. So you'll kind of get the beginning and end kind of bookend if you understand it. So for those that were here and saw the opening new scene, well, what am I doing here? I'm clearly not on my A game. It's my sickness is taking over. Yeah, I have some cough drops here in case I was trying to brick your guys' ears, but so far my cough is holding up, dude. So yeah, I was cooking today, man, like trying to take care of the dog. I had to get some work done. Then I did the D2R short. Roma, you know about the new Darkhaven kind of mini thing that I'm trying. I got to cut more of those videos later. So I'm basically trying to get all the editing done now and the thumbnails done now, so then I can just schedule those out, and then I don't have to think twice about it during the work week. So that would... Ooh, little guy hiding up here. Finger mage. Yeah, also, like, you know, I have this hunch that if you upload or you schedule your videos, it gives it some indexing head start. I just kind of have a hunch that that helps. Logically, you would presume as much, because it starts to index the metadata. But, you know, I don't have, like, empirical evidence that it works, but I've always just had a belief there. And again, it's more about, you know, just getting your schedule out in front of you so it doesn't really hurt. But it's not like I'm posting that much. I'm not like this big guy over here, Smalps, man. The king of shorts. I told Smalps one day, I'm like, how do I get in contact with you? Smalps, I need to know your secret, brother. Because I couldn't hit water if I fell out of a boat, dude. My shorts do nothing. It's the most, like, infuriating thing. My shorts hit, like, 1K and 2K, and I'm like, how do I get to Smalps level? How do I feel like my titles, my editing, my flows, I mean, Smalps, to give Smalps credit here, it's very polished, his kind of flows, which I even personally love firsthand. But, man, I got to figure out what I'm doing wrong, because I just can't seem to hit lightning in a bottle. I seem to always brick. When I say brick, I'm being a little harsh. I mean, I'll take a 1K short, but I mean, that's nothing these days. But I just can't hit them big, man. I don't know. I mean, honestly, I think for you, the algo absolutely likes signal, which means consistency. And to your credit, you are very consistent. I'm sure you're engaged. I mean, I don't know if it's not really competitive. What have you seen, Smalps? Because I was going to ask this to you, and it's okay if you don't want to say it. I respect it for the channel. What is your engagement rate, right? So when you look at the swipe rate, that's very important for shorts. So if you go to, like, you know, engagement, and you'll see your average swipe rates, like, what are you seeing? Are you like 70 plus? Are you 50 plus on average? Like, I think average view percent and duration is just, it is what it is. Like, that I'm less concerned about. But I think the engagement rate and the swipe rate is seemingly what I think the algo really hooks onto, because if people are staying to watch it and your engagement rate is very high, well, then I think it's going to push your short, because that's a big signal. And I think I've struggled with my engagement rates. Like, I wanted to really get them higher to, like, okay, there you go. Yeah, see, a lot of my short Smalps, it depends what the short is. But it might only be like 40 or 50%. Some of them, yes, are 50, 60, 70s. I rarely have hit 80s on mine. But to be fair, I also think people know what to expect from you at this point, Smalps, because they know what your channel's about. They know what they expect, to your point. But yeah, I think I was going to ping you on the side. I'm sure you'd help me out. It's not like, you know, it's not a competitive thing. I just wanted to kind of figure out how to be better on my short flows, just to, you know, like, it's funny that my channel, I think I only have like 550,000 total views on my channel with good quality content, because I don't have any big shorts, where you see these other channels with like millions of views, and then I go look and it's all shorts, but I'm like, damn, dude, where are those views for me? Like, I want some of that action. But I mean, honestly, I think obsessing on the view count is the wrong thing. I think you just got to stay true to your DNA, your identity, try to keep putting out content you enjoy making and quality, and maybe one day it'll hit, maybe it won't, you know. But in the end, I think, you know, you can't lose yourself in obsessing over views. But I will admit, though, sometimes it is like a little bit of a, you know, a nut kick, because you're like, damn, I thought that short was really good. Flow, the hook, keeping the screen busy, the titles, the editing, like, you know, again, like, no different from what anybody else would have on big numbers. And then, you know, my engagement rates just aren't maybe where they need to be. My AVP and AVDs are fine, and the like rates are like almost 100 on a lot of my shorts, with some good lights, some good comments. So yeah, I think you got a good point. Oh, Sebastian, what's up, dude? Sorry. Your name on my side is the same color as Smalps, so I just didn't even realize you were embedded there. So what's up, man? Welcome in. Good to see you again. And yes, I do agree on consistency. Sorry about that. I thought it was all Smalps when I was looking over. You guys with the same name color. And you both have the S. I also forgot that I haven't ID'd everything cube yet, so I'll do that in the next run. Sneaky, sneaky, brother. Come on, dweeb. Let's go. Come on, Death Sweat. All right, yeah, let's go, ID. Forgot about that. What do we got? Gloves trash, boots are trash, tools trash, ring is trash, and trash. Garbanzo beans across the board. No dice. Yeah, that's a no, dog. We'll get the pelts. It's like grabbing pelts and primals, because who doesn't love flipping a nice rare on stream? Who needs uniques when you got GG rares and crafts, man? That's where the real excitement is. All right, so what's our time? So we're at 576 hours. So we're basically 23 hours to go. Yes, that's a great point. Because I think before, like, I always felt like on my channel, I made really good thumbnails on my long forms, and I hated that in the beginning. But I think Android was the only phone that could have initially, early on, edit or customize a dedicated thumbnail, and I hated that for iPhones. They didn't have that, but I know obviously it's become easier for sure. So, like you, I've been kind of doing the same thing. I think what I like about you, Smalp, is your text in black and white. It's consistent. It's like a brand, right? So people see it and they're like, they don't have to think. They're like, oh, this is a Smalp short, right? So I've always wanted to do that with my channel, to be more consistent in colors. I just think I've changed it sometimes too much, but yeah, the colors matter, right? Because whether you're physically putting your, I mean, for me, obviously you guys know I've transitioned from War Theory to War the Wise. My brand is now officially out and ready. So it's the War and Wisdom, hence the Ariat style helmet with the Tome of Knowledge, right? War the Wise, War and Wisdom. Kind of plays off the name really nicely. So yeah, I'm updating all my branding. We're slowly getting stuff rolled out. But now that my scenes and stuff are all ready to go, like, you know, Discords, I have some updates coming too for the Discord. My hope is that it'll be a little bit more consistent for the brand, you know? Oh, pull rune. I was looking over the chat and I heard the rune. All right, I'll take the pull. We actually need some mist runes. We're running low. I will say if I make a short and it has no hard captions, it does worse because there are a lot of people that, yep. You know what it is? I was very good early on, Smalps, not with shorts, but on the long forms, about putting captions. And then I kind of fell out of it, and I actually think that some of my videos that did better on long form absolutely had captions. So I feel like I've even wanted to go back to, excuse me guys, sorry. I even wanted to go back to some older long form videos and just make sure the captions are more grammatically there versus just kind of, you know, organically relying on Google to do them, because usually, you know, they don't know how to pronunciate obviously certain names and different things. But yeah, I always was pretty, now when I say just to be clear, when I say captions, I wasn't like doing my own third-party transcript captions and then re-uploading them in. But you know how Google or YouTube will auto-caption? I was basically going in there and then I was fixing their grammar, which is time-consuming. And I know that there are third-party programs that absolutely can do it. So, you know, I don't know. What's up, Sebastian? I wonder how much the niche of playing on PlayStation is helping Smalps against the generic. It definitely could. I mean, honestly, like, there probably is an organic kind of respect for the console player. Because it's unique. Again, like I kind of go back to the point that I made, which is when somebody sees a short and they see the caption type and they can see that it's a PlayStation, they're like, oh, that's Smalps. You know what's really funny, Smalps? Actually, I'm going to ask you a question. I know, and this isn't meant to be condescending. I don't think you're going to take my comment this way, but I wanted to preface it. So, you know, you've obviously concentrated more on shorts lately, right? Because you caught fire, right? You have the lightning in a bottle, you figured it out, and I think you're honestly doing the thing that I would honestly do if I was you. But here's my question. I like your like title banner right at the top of your YouTube. It's like, if you like Diablo 2, like, because it's a nice call to action. And I know you always used to joke like, I'll never ask you to subscribe or like. And this is always like a very tough topic I find for creators, right? Because like most people want to ask for a sub, ask for a like. Early on when I was younger in my channel, I would do the same thing. And sometimes I would have my animation pop up, but I wouldn't actually ask it physically. Like I wouldn't say, hey, subscribe and like my video, but I'd have the animation pop up. I definitely agree. And Asmongold has said this, like, you got to add value before you ask for something like that, right? Because if somebody's new and they don't know you, you got to, you know, earn the right to sit at the table with them. So my question to you, Smalps, is I don't think you do this often in your shorts at all, but I've sometimes struggled in my own mind, or Achroma, if you're still here, maybe you have a thought too, like, at this day and age of content, you know, is it still good to ask for the call to action? You know, should you not? Do you avoid it? Or do you just have an icon pop up like a couple minutes into the video so you've earned the trust at that point? I've been thinking about it a little bit. I don't ask that much for subs and likes anymore actively. I don't know if that pisses people off. I've always pondered that question, but that's just me. All right. Gloves and a GC. Yeah, I tried. You remember some of my videos? Like, I tried to be like, hey, if you, it was like more organic and meant to be comedic. Like, hey, by liking and subscribing to this video, you're going to get a 50% passive boost to your MF, right? And that was meant to be more comedic, so it was much lighter asking for it, right? Not trying to like be kind of too jarring and harsh about it. Yeah, I mean, I would agree that the underlying algorithm, while what I would call quote unquote engagement rate, which is a sub, a comment, or a like, or a share, those are all, you know, engagements with content. Yeah, YouTube wants ad monetization and they want virality, which typically is going to come from average view percent and average view duration on long forms, and it's going to come from engagement / swipe rates on shorts. So I do think that, and plus click-through rates obviously are a part of that, more so for long form than shorts. So I do agree that like those metrics are definitely more of a tier 1 weight. But yeah, I don't know. It's just, like I said, you guys have seen my recent videos. I don't really ask for it proactively. I do sometimes, like I said, I'll put the little animation in there, which I think is okay because it's just an animation. And I usually don't put it in the beginning anymore. I either put it at the end of my videos in long forms or I'll put it in the middle. So it does require somebody to be engaged in the video before they would see it. And I think that was a nice little way to do it because, again, you know, if you're making it that far into the video, well, great. You probably are a fan of the content and it might be a nice little call to action or like an organic reminder to drop the like, hit the sub button, yada, yada. Whoa. Yeah, I mean, I think people have to recognize that, like, look, obviously I don't do this full time. I mean, not to say Smalps wouldn't go full time. I'm sure it's not Smalps' full time job either. Or maybe he's going that direction. Maybe he'll say, I don't want to speak for him. But my point is, like, Smalps has his niche and it's working and then he's weaponizing it. And I love that. I think for me as very part-time hobbyist, you know, I get really busy with the kids and travel with work. It's like, you know, I have to be a little bit, you know, more selective on when I can stream, the type of videos I can get out, and timing. Sometimes I feel like asking might be helpful because obviously you want to build your base, build the horde for me, right? But yeah, I mean, to be fair, they have channel hype points now, right? You can like hype a video. They definitely do have the little, you know, they have, ooh, 783. Hell yeah, we're going to roll that. That's a nice one. Tall Thol P Topaz, let's go. Definitely going to the stash. That's a 783. That's a very nice one. If I get 3 or 4 on that one, I will be very happy. I'll take the 3 and 4. Boop, boop, boop. All right. Halfway through Chaos, and then we finish the stream with Andariel. Little short one today, guys. Just a quick 2 hour because I gotta get to the kids, dinner. Like I said, normally I would not be streaming now, but Rest of the kids are getting home from school soon. Wife's going to be on quick coverage because she knows that I wanted to hit some of these good TZs. Come on. I hadn't streamed in a minute, and I have not hit good TZs in a long time, so we got to get this Grail done before Darkhaven. So, it's time. It's time. Exclamation lurking. Remember, I have a funny command for lurking. People forget it's there. It's quite humorous. Exclamation lurk, Roma. What's up, Sebastian? I thought your USP is more nerdy. Yeah, so it's actually funny that you say this, Sebastian. So most who were my early inner circle that inspired me to make my early channel, that's exactly why I made the channel. Because people who know what I do in real life, I know I'm not going to say it on stream, but what I do in real life is very conducive to more technical content. And when I looked at all the content out there across the Diablo universe, there really wasn't technical content. And I always wanted to go to the technical depths and layers of knowledge and explain things more comprehensively. But I agree. It was very clear that like that style of technical content is not for everyone. I basically call it the goldfish content. Right, a lot of people have goldfish content, which is like 1,000 runs. Like, look at all my drops. And I'm not making fun of people. Like, some people like that, but that's more goldfish style content. That's just like vanilla, mind-numbing content that's not unique. Everybody can say I run 1,000 pinta runs and here's my drops. I just couldn't bring myself to do that. I just felt like it wasn't my type of style, right? Unfortunately, looks like we're hitting a break, so I'm not sure who's going to hear me. But anywho. Yeah, that was kind of how I started out, right? Oh, that's a break over on Twitch. You guys aren't YouTube. But yeah, that's pretty much how I started out. And look, I mean, obviously I've tried to evolve my content, and I will continue to evolve my content. Obviously, as a Darkhaven game partner, you know, I'm going to be playing a lot of Darkhaven. But, you know, look, I want to finish this Grail. If we are legitimately getting material changes on D2R, I see no reason why I wouldn't obviously keep playing D2R and other, you know, D2 mods and stuff and beyond. So anywho, back to the grinding chaos. But yeah, you were very astute in that comment, because I would actually highly agree with you, and I think if others were here, they would have 100% said the same. All right, guys, let's see. Do we have a P topaz? Yes, we do. All right, let's get tall and thul. Let's roll this bad boy. All right, here's a tall. Where's the thul? I have one here. Uh-oh. Might have to wait for a Thul rune, and it's not worth me going to get to a pool right now. Am I blind? Looking. Oh, okay. No Thul rune. Okay, all good. Hopefully we drop one, and I'll go get it. We'll roll it. Roll it a little bit later. I don't want to go to a mule just for a Thul rune. Not worth the time. Take advantage of the TZ. Felt like there was. Oh, speaking of Thul rune, there it is. Nice. The Diablo universe heard my call. I requested a Thul rune and it delivered. That definitely means we're going to 4-socket 783 Archon here. We really need the E-bug back, but that's another conversation. That's another conversation for another day. Yo, what's up, homie? Welcome into the stream, brother. Oh, God. Oh, conviction and amp. I was like, why am I getting clapped so hard there? Oh, my God. I was amped, and that was conviction. I was like, good God, dude. I was just melting. I did not see the conviction at first, and I heard it. Yeah, this is a very early unorthodox stream for me, but I wanted to take advantage of this where I could, so here we are. All right, here we go, guys. We're going to roll it. All right, let's drop this. All right, guys, here we go. This was a great 783 grind. Pop. Ah! And we bricked a one-hole punch. That is painful. That is most unfortunate. And 50% chance for 4. We bricked. Oh, down to 20 items? Nice. I think the last stream you said you were at 23, if I remember correctly. Oh, hello. Damn. Wow. That is a lightning BBC ring. Holy God. 115, 17 strength, 20. God, if that poison was higher. That is a very, very cute ring. It's skill issue now. I think it's SI, if I remember correctly. I changed the some of the hotkeys. That is a very, very cute ring. I like this. I like that ring. Oh, you know what's funny, Bib? With my new emotes, I took old ones away. So I'm going to have to go, yeah. You should know all my hotkeys by now. You guys are always in the stream. But no, I made some changes with my new emotes now. So I just haven't had the time to go back and recheck my hotkeys. That's just something for another day. What's up, Mim? Half on mobile, driving home. All good, brother. Welcome in, man. Happy Friday. Hope you had a good day at work. The crew is coming in. Yeah, I know you guys are used to seeing me at 8:30 at night. Here I am a little bit earlier today. Ooh, Archon staff. Missed the quality check. That would have been our 4th Mangs, guys. That would have been Mangs number 4. But that dropped and rolled. Oh, what the? And smashing pizza and monsters for the Super Bowl. Oh, yeah. Who do you got? Hawks or Pats? Ah, man, this cold, dude. Stuffed up. This is so raspy. Nice. Welcome back, Roma. Yeah, I was telling you, you can use the exclamation lurk hotkey. Remember, I always put a little funny comment in there. And I believe it dynamically drops your name in, if I remember correctly, the way I set it up. But you're back now, so no sweat. Oh, there's still some champs there. Let's see them at first. All right. Seahawks, run the ball on the 1-yard line, please. Thank you. Good talk. See you out there. There you go, Mem. Most people forget that the lurk is there, but it's a funny one. Man, I got to update a lot of emojis because I had to take a lot of older ones out to get all the new ones in. Had a tough 5 years there. Oh, yeah. I mean, dude, it's bright with Drake May, man. It's early, but it's promising. Yeah, can't deny that. Very promising, man. Very good young talent. God, I hate when it happens. I don't think I've hit a TZ Andy in almost a month. Pretty convinced of that. It's been a month that I've done TZ and Ariel. So I'm very much looking forward to this next 17 minutes. We really needed to get a rotation with her. Ron's rooting for the Pats. Checks out. Alright guys, I'm gonna put a cough drop in. Might make the talking a little bit weird for a second, but killing me. Battle Boots missed the War Travs. You do what you got to do. I'm just happy I got a War stream to watch. I appreciate it, man. I'll make sure I don't sing to you though. I might make you change that comment. Guns up, let's do this. Leroy Jenkins. At least I got chicken. At least I got cough drops, man. Just traversing Sanctuary. Trying to slam some demons, man. Find some web. Trying to find some web, brother. Give me the web. P5. P5 TZ Diablo. Let's go. He ain't dropping anything. I swear, the last like 4 to 5 Chaos's TZ'd, he's dropped little to nothing. Been very disappointed with his general drop cycles. Nothing to get overly excited about. All right. Welcome in again, Twitch YouTube. Welcome, my horde, to another edition of the Hunt for D-Web. D2R Season 13 announced. Seemingly changes are coming. The question being, are we talking micro MTX or are we talking macro Warlocks, man? Time will tell. But 9 days between season ending and Season 13 would certainly suggest a possible PTR. Or enough of a triage buffer to transition over new content. So, I think everybody, especially my boy Smoups, I know Smoups is going to be watching this real close. So, the juices are flowing, man, in Sanctuary. People are excited. I'm more of a copium type, you know? I'm just like, I'll believe it when my shit turns rainbow sherbet. Time to buy some stash tabs. Hell yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, I think it's all but certain we're getting stash tabs. I mean, literally they made the UX change in the HUD. So, and knowing what China got on their rollout, I mean, that much is definitive. I don't think obviously anyone doubts that part of it. Obviously, but here's the thing. I think let's just hypothetically say it's a Warlock. Whatever the character is. I don't see it getting into this Season 13. I think if anything, they would probably get it in Season 14. It's probably like, you know, they announce it, they kind of build the inertia, the hype. I just feel like they probably need more time if that's the case, for balancing skill development, lore around this character, because lore and cinematics for marketing and advertising and pumping it up, that takes a lot of effort and infrastructure and capital to do that. So that's my hunch. I think we could get a new character. I think they will announce it, but it's not going to be season 13. I think it would be, if anything, season 14, so call it like June, July. That's my hedge. That's at least what I believe. As far as more of like a meaningful change. New character in D2, yes. Well, I mean, the Warlock is coming to D4, and it's coming to Immortal. So it is suspicious, Roma. If you're bringing it to D4 and you're bringing it to Immortal, well, I mean, I don't know if you saw what PavK posted in my Discord. PavK posted the image. Did you see it? I'll have to link it to you if you didn't. He says he got the picture from a very credible source. Between us, I'm not going to blow up a spot. He pinged me on the side, and we talked about it. So, you know PavK. He's not one to just be on the rumor mill. Like, I think PavK values what he posts. So, I feel like if PavK posted it, I feel pretty, again, I want to be clear. I'm not saying it's definite. I'm the copium type. Somebody asked about it. Oh, Smalps asked if there'd be a new act with it. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, the whole... Dude, let's be real, dude. If we think Llama doesn't know what's going on, we're kidding ourselves. Like, I think he's playing dumb. Obviously, it's fucking absolutely knows what's happening. Let's be real with each other, dude. Like, he can play coy all he wants, but like, we're all pretty aware that Llama probably knows when he was playing coy about Act 6 and, the rumor mill on things. Like, I just think he clearly knows what's going on, obviously, behind the scenes in closed door. Yeah, and again, I'm not talking shit, to be clear. I'm just saying, if anyone would know, it would likely be him more than anybody. Just given, obviously, he's on the pedestal. So, hey, unique Amy, guys, get those guesses in chat. Mars, Metal Grid, Nokazan, Iabetlich, Cat's Eye, High Lords. What do we got? Crescent Moon, Rising Sun. First unique Amy of the run. Cat's Eye, 27 Mara, coming in hot. Let's go, Fatherson. Bang, bang, man. It's kind of cute, actually. Fatherson always coming in with the good guesses. I like it. Fatherson brings good energy. We like that. Yo, Nick, what's good? Maras, all right. Got a double Maras. All right, guys, we're going to ID it as we get to some of these seals. Give a few more people guesses. We like to have some bingo fun on these streams, especially with rings and ammies. We'll always take some hedges. What do we drop? What do we got? Mayhem Oak. All right. There you go, Sebastian. All right. We got Cat's Eye, 2 Mars, Mayhem Oak. I'll wait to see what Smalps thinks. Let's see what Big Dog thinks. Oh, there we go. Lords. All right. Once I clear this turn here, guys, once we get to Sace, I'll give it a nice little ID here. All right. Let's deploy hammers. And let's hope we get a little taxi smash here. Almost. All right. What do we got? On 3, 2, 1. Oh, it is a Maras, and it is a bottom barrel brick. Oh my, that's disgusting. That is ugly. Oh my. Well, to be fair, I do have multiple Maras. Obviously, if this was if it was progression or this was earlier in my Grail, I would be very excited, of course. But oh no, I'm being funny. Like, yeah, it's still a Maras. Obviously, Maras is better than a lot of options you can get. So I'll take the Maras. Nice guess, Fatherson and Nick, both coming through hot. Let's go. Fits the one socket theme. Apparently, we're just bricking drops tonight, man. Suck brick, kid. There's a lot of bricks tonight. Until we find D-Web. We will find the web. Maybe not tonight, but it will be found. It will be found. All right. Ooh. All right. What do we got? I think there is actually Amara's over here somewhere. Oh, that's the metal grid. Never mind. I can't remember. Yes. It's what we do, Boar. Hmm. All right, guys. 7 minutes to TZ Andy. Then we will strap in for the final hour of this quick early afternoon stream here. It's beautiful Friday. Super Bowl weekend. I mean, honestly, if the D-Web's ethereal, I'm not even going to be upset about it. Because I would joke that I guess if I ever decided to start an ethereal grail, I would probably, I mean, I highly doubt I'm ever going to do that. But if I did, I would probably more start from scratch as opposed to where I am now, because there's been a ton of ethereal items that I haven't picked up because I wasn't really worried about ethereal at the time. So if I start an ethereal grail, I would probably start scratch, just to make it more challenging and a journey over time. But yeah, who got the ethereal web? Was it Sweet Phil? I think Sweet Phil ID'd it during 22 nights or something. I think he was. I know he was trying to do his. He was doing power bombing Andy or something. Yeah, dude, masochism. I would agree there, Broma. I don't really have much interest doing a Neth Grail. Just not my cup of tea, man. A hardcore grail is already a feat in itself, dude, so yeah. Have fun with that, dude. Oh no, it's not, because it's indestructible. So you're not gonna get it at the Templars you can get at, yeah, but not the Ethereals. I mean, but still, dude, like, you still gotta roll a unique or sacred, and then it's gotta flip, and then it's gotta be, you know, a Templars, and it's still gotta go Ep, right? So I mean, that's still not the simplest thing, right? Like, that still takes time for sure. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like it would just be a little bit too much. All right, guys, 5 minutes. This will probably be the last chaos, and then we will gear up for Andy, and then I will actually show off one of my new scenes that I've been talking about, so you guys can get a fun little teaser. Okay. One. Oh, can't fight. Oh God, there's one snipe. Let's go. Pop, pop. Interesting. Whew. All right. Let's go. I normally would pick up orbs like that, but I'm just trying to push through right now. Being a little bit more selective on what I want to pick up. Hey, Bloodlord Skull, Dark Force. All right, guys. So here we go. I'm going to pull up one of my new scenes. You guys saw the opening scene. You guys are going to get a teaser now of the next scene. Yeah, it's a good grail find. I've had a couple. It's the only reason I dropped it, honestly. So if I was making any necros, I would definitely keep it. All right, guys, here we go. Check out one of my new scenes as part of the warthewise branding. Hope you guys enjoy this. This is one of the new Be Right Back scenes. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Look at that badass. That's what I call warthewise. My main man. Legendary Be Right Back scene. Let's go. Yeah, it's a good scene, man. So So I have another basic Be Right Back, which mirrors more of the beginning, but I wanted to show this off. So if I ever got to Be Right Back, I got a new scene now. We'll pull it up. You guys are obviously seeing the new stinger. So for now, let's get back over to the Grail. Get ready for Andy. Pop, pop. Cool. Glad you guys like it, man. Oh, hold on. I hit the wrong key. Went over to another scene. All right, guys. Player 7. Let's gear it up for Andariel. Here we go. All right, guys. 358. Let's get ourselves down to right at the stairs. Take full advantage. Go. Pop, 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 pop. All right, here we go. You're ready. This is it. This is it, Biv. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Come on. Come on, baby. Oh, my son just came in. I'm playing some video games. Yeah. Gonna fight some demons, bro. You like it? Yeah. Well, we're gonna play games when you get older. Hey, you gotta get down, bud. That is me. That's correct. That is his name is Lance. The Paladin. Fighting big demons. Finding some death's webs. No, that's not a demon. That's my little mercenary. All right. Hey, buddy. Switching to cold sword for Andy. Okay. Yeah, it's funny. Obviously, you guys know I love cold. Obviously, I started cold on the Grail. Eventually went to lightning. I haven't made a fire source on the Grail. Obviously, fire, as we all know, melts Andariel because she is pretty much one of the only prime or lesser evils that has any negative pierce organically to fire. I mean, fire. I think she's like she's minus 50, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, she just gets dominated by fire. So, all right, Grand Scepter, Smart Gloves, nothing special. All right, first run down. Let's go. All right, eyeing the prize. We got about 30-second runs. So because we do about 30-second runs, we get about then. If we're on point, just about 120 Andys per hour. That assumes that I'm not messing around. Maybe I have to clear the throne. Maybe I'm looking at items. It really depends. But more or less about 120 Andys per hour. So I try to maintain that type of run efficiency because, again, at this point in the Grail, that's exactly what we need. So, again, I will try to pick up certain items. I will definitely ID certain things, but I'm just trying to stay super dialed in and focused at this point. So that's what I go for. Yeah. Those gloves are actually not half bad. If it had strength or dex, that'd be. See the gaunts, the primal. All right. You'd be so disappointed if your first 3 runs end the Grail. Honestly, and I mean this genuinely, I don't have some like fake action or fake reaction rather that I'm going to do when I find it. I don't know what I'm going to do when I find it. I don't know if I'm going to yell. I'm going to be quiet. I will tell you right now, I'm not ripping my shirt off. Bit cringe, but I don't know. We'll see what I do. I don't have anything planned. It'll just be as raw can be, man. We'll decide what to do in the honestly, it's probably better that I find it during a day stream, which is unusual for me because my kids are literally right above me. So when I stream at night, if I was to yell, it would wake up the household for sure. So that to say, I'd probably rather vote for the daytime find today. We'll see. All right. Come on. One item to go on the Grail, ladies and gentlemen. Death's Web remains. 544 items have been found. Spicy. Always hits hard. Yeah, I saw Pack hitting back here. I thought they're just champs, but we are going to hit them because you just never know. Champs are going to drop gold or an item, so you still want to take advantage of it. Obviously, any elite can drop. To be fair, anybody can drop because it is obviously the proper TZ. With the guaranteed drop of a champion, which is gold or an item, and obviously the quality modifiers, you got to take advantage. So, always going to kind of clear any elite snipes in the throne room. Vanillas, if it's collateral damage to the hammers or novas or anything like that, obviously it is what it is. I don't care. But we're only focused on boss and elite snipes as per usual, because we want to keep our runs per hour efficiency top shape. Hey! Okay. Everything's a lottery ticket. Well, if I went down there with a jav or, you know, a little meteor fire source of sorts, then, yeah, I think everything would get nuked. All the fire tick damage, especially, man. Oh. Another Fana. Oh, hello. That was a fucking fizz hit. Jesus. Smacked me super hard. High defense, max block, came right through. Obviously, she's monster level 99, so she slaps. Absolutely slaps. Gotta watch out for that fizz, man. People worry about the poison. Hell no, man. She crits on the fizz, game over. She can hit, man. Can hit hard. Especially if it's might, Fana, there's amp. Gotta watch. Gotta be extremely careful. Oh, okay. The green military picks, yeah. Uh-huh. I got some juves. Start dropping a couple of elites in there. Man, we are running, guys. 5 minutes in, and we've done multiple runs. I love it. Let's go. We are locked in, Promo would say. I'm the prize. I'm the prize, Horde. I'm the prize. All right, all right, all right. Another ad break over on Twitch. Oh, take those pre-rolls off, man. How to run those ads. Make sure people coming in the front door don't get hit with ads. Rare amulet. It's ID'd here from Deckard. What we got? Oh. Man, I dig this music right now, man. This is that type of grail hunting music. That demon music. It's a whack roll. It was most unfortunate. Nothing good there on that cycle. Alright. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh. Pop, 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 pop. Okay, facets. Cool. What do we got? Small charm chest. Okay. All right. I only keep basically 5445s or above, so I don't care what it is. If it's above that, we'll keep it. If not, it's hitting the ground. Hey, 4-4, close enough. Nice. I'm rather scrutinizing on the fasts at this point because I have so many. So. Really just trying to only keep the good GGs. Not worried about perfects. 5445s are just as respectable, just as productive. Certainly could be. I know. I need to... Ooh, is that an F? Ah, it's not. It's a Sunder. I don't really care about Sunders too much. Ooh. Oh, almost. Oh, never mind. Do a GC over there either. I have plenty Andy Helms. Many of non-F that are high-end rolls, and also a couple Fs. Oh, that's a perfect mana. Ah, God, that sucks. 58 mana is perfect. That is beautiful, except the Vita is low. That's probably still keepable. That's what I call a high-end, not God tier. Exclamation HE. You guys know how we do. But that's a keepable GC, dude. That's a perfect 58 mana. That's definitely not hitting the ground. At least there's 19 life on there. Obviously would have loved the 30 plus there. That would have been G. But it is what it is. Maybe I'd put it on my ES-Sorc. I have not, to my knowledge. Not that, you know, nothing jumps out to me in my mind suggesting that I have, so I'm going to go with a no. Oh, nice. Let's go. SOJ. All right, we got our first unique ring. It's Andy, to be expected. Let's get those votes in, gentlemen and ladies. So we had our unique Amy. Now we got our first unique ring. What do we got? SOJ, Soj. We get another Annie. Raven Frost. Okay. Like a good old Raven. Get like a 240-20. On your second SOJ. Nice, brother. The Bald Manal, BK, Volcathos. Okay. Okay, we got some good guesses. After this Andy, I will ID. Hey, Earth Spirit. Wisp. Nice. I could use a better Wisp. All right, let's go ID a Deckard. Let's see what we got. What do we have here? And, oh, it's the Baldmanald. Ah, good old Baldmanald. Hell yeah. The crowd favorite. The best ring across Sanctuary. Who doesn't want a Baldmanald? Number one in your hearts. Oh, man. Another ring. Let's go. All right. We're on a little bit of a heater here. All right. Let's go back and get this second ring, guys. Are you upholding your votes? Are we changing our votes is the question. Back to back. Go. Roma's going Wisp. Okay. Wisp again. Hell yeah, let's go. I do need a better Wisp. So, I actually would be very good. Ooh, bottom of the barrel. A 20 Nagel to sit with the 20 Maras. That's just cruel. 20. Cruel and unusual punishment. All right, 1, 2, 3. Hey, it's a Raven, but it's garbage. That is trash. A very low 171-16. No dice. Stuck with that Raven, man. You had it the first time. Oh, Aspired Helm. We missed the quality check there. Almost potentially a Nightwing. Multiple beats down here. We'll take... Ooh, 2 GCs. Okay. Care about Ginther's Rift. Oh, okay. Their lead up here. Oh, busy throne there. A double unique GC drop. Okay, well that means one is guaranteed to be a Sunder, and then the other is guaranteed to be Geats. So you got yourself a Geats. Do tell us how that Geeds is. Got 40 MF. Got a co-rune. Don't really care about co-runes because we just have one too many. Oh, got the ring. Almost left the game. Saw that. 20 Geeds and an 80 Sunder. Rip. Rip. All right. Yeah, it's not keepable. All right, 13 minutes in, 47 minutes to go before the stream ends. So for those that have been following Moonbeast's official unveiling and lifting of the embargo, their game is officially called Darkhaven. You know, as a game partner, I'm excited to keep promoting and playing the game, telling you guys more about it. As you guys know, there is an upcoming Steam wishlist, which is available. They're launching their Kickstarter soon. So in the next couple weeks, you should be able to take it for a test drive. I know a lot of people in my community are very excited to get their hands on Darkhaven, so you will definitely see me playing it, that's for sure. I really would love to finish this Grail in the next 2 weeks because I would love to just put this story to bed and then be able to focus on Darkhaven. I do think, and again, I don't know the exact dates, but given that Season 13 is kicking off February 20th, there is a chance that it could collide naturally with Darkhaven, so I do think some people are going to have to make some quote-unquote kind of tough decisions in terms of, you know, which way do they want to go. But if anything, it keeps it spicy, gives you optionality. You can back and forth between Darkhaven and, you know, D2R Season 13. Not sure on that one. I feel like somebody has asked in the chat. But I do think that, you know, I'm, again, assuming we're talking just MTX changes and that's all that comes with this season, that's nothing special. To me, that's a nothing burger. It's like, okay, cool, quality of life, but nothing meaningfully changed. In that case, you know, you'll have the same kind of euphoria for reset, kind of the heavy kind of play in the first 2 to 3 weeks, and then it'll kind of die down. So I feel like if that's the case, I'll be much more primarily, you know, focused naturally on Darkhaven. Hey, Jalal's main. Right, versus obviously if there is a new character, act, item, something. Rune words, balancing, Mosaic being nerfed, I don't know, whatever it is, right? I don't know. Maybe I would definitely play on the season. I would still be playing more seasonal stuff if I wasn't doing the Grail, as you guys know. I only started this Grail after patch 2.7 when things really slowed down and kind of went into relative maintenance mode. So I just, you know, I wanted something to keep me busy with the game while I was kind of waiting. The Grail was the answer. Hey, Shaco! Let's go, Shaco. Hey, 128. Not bad. I probably have some higher ones, but it's decent, so I'll keep it. I can just kind of drop some of my lower defense ones that are likely scattered all over my mules. Why not? 128's decent. But I like a 130 plus, but still a decent roll. I have not found a Shaco in quite some time. I hit a lot of blue Shacos, but finally hit the quality check on it. Oh, she's not mited, but somebody is. Okay, not sure what's up here. Okay, just was literally sitting on her. The hammers weren't hitting. Whew. All right. Oh, is this 220? Prismatic. All red. smalps. Another facet. Face it. What's up, Smalps? Might have said this to someone online already, but I'm more interested in trying that than if they made D5. I mean, look. Every dev has games that fail, and, you know, Phil, Eric, and Peter have with Torchlight or other things. And now, failure is like a relative term to a degree. Depends how you look at it. You know, it could be absolute of failure, going under, lack of funding, yada yada, like the Ashes of Creation whole shitstorm. That obviously is bespoke failure. But yeah, I mean, look, obviously there's a lot of hype, you know, D1, D2, the lords of creation, right? So, you know, these guys, they got the clout, you know, they got the DNA, right? It's just about bringing it to light, but they're definitely trying to push the boundaries in certain ways for what your prototypical ARPG means. So I do think a lot of their modding, how they're thinking about instances, aka shards, I do think is quite interesting, right? They're going to have public shards and public worlds, but then you're going to have private shards in your own overseer instances, right? So you're essentially going to be the overseer of your own world, right? So you set the terms from dynamics to PvP to all these different conditions. I mean, that's kind of the intent of it, right? And if you're running a guild, you guys can have a guild instance where you can co-mod and co-build and co-develop in the open world. I mean, that type of fun, dynamic, and procedural generation is just super, super cool. So, I mean, I think that they got a lot of great, you know, abilities here in terms of what this game could become. But it's pre-alpha, so, I mean, got to be 2 years away from like a legitimate beta-ish, probably, maybe faster, but, you know. Oh my god, we got another one, but this is much lower. This is not the 1070, what did I get, 1072.45? Still a respectable one, but low. But because those are still hard to come by, oh, there it is, there's the butte. I'll still probably keep it. So. Yeah, tap is good, but honestly, I don't have too many of them to knowledge smelt, so I'll probably keep it. Maybe I'll put it on the the Zerker, replace something else. Shank becoming an overseer, that's new. Shank the overseer. All right. Grind continues. 40 minutes to go. Dialed in. Grail hunt. The hunt for Death's Web. The Unearthed Wand. The elusive one. The dweebing continues. Come on, Andy. I haven't basically been able to farm you in about a month. Gotta deliver here. Come on, Matriarch. Don't let me down. Don't let the Horde down. Deliver value. Either good drops, good upgrades, or end this Grail. Come on now. Come on, my girl. 1, 2, 3. Do it. Bomb. Let's go. Really? Really? Whack. Oh. All right. I think I'm fair. $577. That clock is slowly inching higher to 600. Ugh, I really wanted to finish this before that. You guys have known this for a while. I was really targeting 500. And when we found materials at 465, I was like, okay, this is possible. This is definitely possible. I don't remember the shapers we found was around 500, I think. So I feel like we had it. It was kind of in the beltway of feasibility. But fuck, man. We've been like hunting for this for like 70 plus hours now since the shapers dropped. And again, you guys know, in the super uniques, I'm in the TZs when I can do it. Obviously, you know, just gotta wait. RNG's RNG. She's a cruel mistress. It'll drop when it wants. Question is where and off whom. Double GC there. I'll hit the T-strokes. Why not? Oh my goodness. 4198. 2 off perfect. Okay. Pretty sure I do have 4 200s, but that's extremely keepable. So. Hold on, guys. All right. Go get IDs. Just slowing us down, but I want to get those gloves. All right, let's get back on track. Smalps, I feel like you and I should do a collab, but in order for me to do a collab with you, I got to get a PS. It's been a minute since I've had a console, and I want my kids to start gaming at some point when they get a little older, so maybe I got to get a PS and grind it up with you, man. That'd be fun. Bring it down to my basement. Oh, you got a PC now, too? Okay. Yeah, I'll play. I mean, would you come over to hardcore, though? That's the question. I haven't played softcore in over 10 years, so I feel like I would need you to jump on the bandwagon. But I'm pretty sure you have done hardcore, right? I believe. Got it. Got it. Ooh. I like it. I will say this, dude. Like Shadow, as you guys know, you know, one of my mods, he was very... He also have never done hardcore. And we convinced him to do hardcore. I think it was last season or 2 seasons ago. And he loved it, man. Because it just takes the first rip. The first rip in hardcore is the hardest to get over emotionally and mentally. You just got to take it on the chin, delete the character, and immediately start a new one. Honestly, that is the best way to get through it. Because once you go through the first one, you can get through anything. And yes, it's a lot more jarring when you lose somebody kitted out. It's definitely, you know, a bit suffocating. Obviously, it can be very a lonely island at that point, to say the least. But, you know, most people, if you're coming from softcore, you kind of shoot from the hip. You play a little bit more careless and impulsive. That's usually where you get yourself into trouble, coming over from softcore to hardcore for the first time. But yeah, I mean, if you play with a group and they know what they're doing, then, you know, you can play more support characters. But yeah, I mean, we've run teams to Hellbale races a couple times, done pretty well. We usually finish in the top 3, if not top 5. You know, we don't try to like speed run it like speed runners, but 3 hours is like a good time for us. We average right around like 3 hours when we run it fast. I think one year we did it at 2 hours and 30 minutes. I know RVI and his Euro crew, if he's still here, they officially preempted Gymnasium and them out. I think they did it like 1 hour and 57 minutes or 56, I think was what RVI and them did it in. So that was huge, man. That's incredible. For hardcore. Crazy. That's wicked, man. Whew. Yeah, Smalps, I'll have to add you on BNet Or you, I mean, you can publicly put your VNet tag here, and I can add you quick. Or I don't think we're actually friends on Discord because we got to be in each other's servers. I know that you're not. I don't think you're in my server. I know, you know, I'm not in yours. We probably should be in each other's servers. That way we can at least communicate with each other if we ever wanted to. Yeah, all good, man. Sounds good. Hey, what do we got? Oh, Leets, champs. What's up, Fatherson? I remember one of my rips was on a Friday night. Beforehand, I was all hyped to grind late into the night. Dude, yeah. That's how I felt when I lost. Like, when I lost the 97 Nova. This is before I rolled the Hammered in, because Lance was still a smiter. I didn't roll the Enigma, because I was playing the Nova. And my God, dude, when she got nuked at 360 or so, 375 hours, and I lost her at 97 fully kitted out, that was awful. That one really got me bad. More so because we were on such a good grind and heater on the Grail progress, where I just felt like, oh shit, that's going to set me back. And I mean, that was the forcing function to go from smiter to hammered in, roll the Enigma, keep the inertia and momentum on the Grail going forward. And as you guys know, since then, we've remade the Nova. We rolled the Pit Zerker. We still have the Zon, but I'm not really playing her much until I get the Infinity. Because at this point, with one item to go, I want to be as efficient on my runs and time as possible. And it's just not really worth it running her right now, based on the areas to hunt and what I'm doing. But I'll do more bail runs with her to speed things up if I get an Infinity. We're close. Cern Burrune gets me there. So. Just need either or, and the Infinity will be rolled. And then I can make it, you know, the question is, some people have asked me in the streams, like, would I change my current Nova to self-wield Infinity? And it's possible. I definitely would likely consider that, just to play something different, keep it fun on stream for you guys to see as well. But yeah, I'd probably make the Infinity interchangeable, obviously, you know, between... Ooh, SR. No dice. All right, let's go, let's go, let's go. See? ID it, Mr. Kane. See what we got. What do we got? Nope, nope. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be streaming this weekend because, again, with my dog being really sick, I want to be spending a lot of time with her in the evening hours, and obviously we've got the Super Bowl Sunday as well. But in the coming weeks, as more kind of Darkhaven news comes out on timing and stuff, obviously, you know, I'm fairly busy with work. So I'm going to have to kind of balance my schedules and see, you know, when I'm going to be available to play. But as always, I post my stream schedules in the Discord, so I've got a better sense of when I stream. I really wanted to be a little bit more consistent on my streams, but because right now in the Grail, I'm so target farming and oriented around TZs, I try to randomly pick the nights where I can at least rotate good TZs at this point. You know, if it was just general ARPG play, then I would probably try to pick more defined days and nights so people kind of better understood my schedule. Oh my God, another diadem. Man, we've gotten so many magic items, Avenas. A lot of magic items, missing some quality checks. It's happened on like the last couple streams. We've had quite a bit. Quite a few set items. All right, let's go. Wait, no. Still got some light in here. It's starting to fade. I don't have all my RGB lights on, supporting lights, but we're getting closer to spring. The lights stand out a little bit longer. So I think by the time the stream ends, because it's going to be ending in the next 30 minutes, should be good. Shouldn't get too dark in here. Got a big-ass window in the office. You know, I'm going to take the Thul rune because I know we're short on Thul rune, so pick that up. Nice little mat. Almost midnight here in Europe. I know it's funny with all you EU guys, man. I do have a decent Euro faction, and I think that's been that way for a while. I know a lot of you guys that I met earlier on were from EU, and like my stream hours are horrible for you guys, so I know it's nearly impossible for you guys to catch a lot of my streams. But it's nice when I can go earlier because, you know, I get to obviously catch you guys at much better hours. Because, you know, Coach, Sliv, you know, you guys and others have definitely stayed up late, which has been nice. But like I said, my stream hours are basically 8:30 Central US. So I'm usually getting online 4 hours from now. So to your point, by the time you guys are getting on, I mean, it's basically, you know, anywhere from 2 to 4 in the morning for most. So I usually don't catch most of you guys unless it's a later, longer stream. And then some of you guys are just waking up and jumping in. Just say hi, getting your coffees, espressos. Leviathan. See. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I feel like I've been so tired as of late. I mean, just luck with the kids and work. Stop with the sick dog, man. Like, it's been harder for me to find the energy and motivation to like stream past 11, you know, unless it's like a really stacked TZ and I'm like, all right, I got to power through it. I'll do my best to find the second win and kind of grind it out. But yeah, generally speaking, I usually, I mean, my streams are like 2 hours long. They're usually like 2 hours flat, right? If I get on at 8:30, it's 10:30. If it's 8:45, it's 10:45. If it's 9, it's 11. Kind of my general average. So I know a lot of people like to watch streamers earlier in the day and then they're kind of tired or they want to watch longer content streams. But again, just as a byproduct of my lifestyle and this being more of a, you know, passion hobby and not conducive to best streaming hours. Like, I wish I could stream at better hours if I was doing it more full time, but it's okay. You know, block and tackle what you can do, man. Control what I can control. And, you know, just got to get live. Got to hang out with the Horde. You ain't dropping items if you ain't killing demons. So sometimes you just got to muster the energy. And you guys usually bring the fun and energy out of me, man. So when you guys are good to hang out with and keeping the flow of the stream moving, definitely makes it easier to keep the locked in zone dialed in. Man, come on, dude. Where are you? Where are you? All right. 23 minutes to go. Still no web. No web. I mean, ironically, and I think some of you knew this, part of the reason going from War Theory to War the Wise is age in life and wisdom, right? The longer you play ARPGs, you get more wise. The older in life, you should get more wise and more dumb-dumb at the same time. No, but that was kind of part of my branding. I actually really did look at it both in my real life of wisdom, but also gaming wisdom. So yeah, I thought it was quite fitting. Obviously, you know, it allows me to maintain the war kind of, you know, kind of emphasis of the name, right? So, you know, my name and rebrand was still, you know, hopefully generally, you know, familiar to people. So they weren't like, wait, who's this dude? Where's this guy coming from? I mean, once people see my faces on the content or they, you know, they come to the channel, like obviously they'll figure it out, but I'm still kind of going through that transition. Obviously, a lot of my old pages or indexing was still to war theory, among other things. So I think it's just going to still take a little bit of time for, you know, the internets of sorts to understand that it's one and the same. But over time, it normalizes out now that the rebrand's, you know, more or less complete. And obviously I'm trying to get all the artwork and stuff operational, which again, we've made some really good progress on at this point, which is nice. All right. We got GC. Hey, dude, what is with these tonight? And this is even worse. 314. All right, I'm not keeping that one. That is not a fine charm I will keep. The other one at least had the 5 damage and 40 lives, and it was decent in the 20 AR range, so that is somewhat respectable. That one's a low end right there. I just can't justify that, obviously, because you got to maximize and you know, min-max and fine-tune the inventory space. So that ain't gonna cut it. That's on the bubble. That's on the outs. Oh, sacred. But it's a rare. So close, yet so far. Man, quality checks are not landing on us tonight, man. We've had a set Spired. We had a set Diadem. We've now had a rare Sacred. It's not hitting them tonight, man. It is what it is. It happens. Heard conviction down. Yeah, I'll have to. I haven't checked Mysterio's emulator to see what the TZs are for next week. Nice! Crown of Ages. Let's hope for a 2-hole punch. Let's give some positive vibes to Fatherson and chat crew. He's got himself an un-ID'd COA. Crown of Ages. I'm okay with the low res and low DR as long as you get a 2-hole punch, because obviously you can make up some ground there. The 1-hole punch. I mean, if it's a 30-15 1-hole punch, okay, fine. That's not so bad. But obviously, if you're a 2-hole punch, makes it a little bit more fun. I'm assuming that's not a Grail item for you, or is that one of your 20? Have you found a Crown of Ages, Fatherson? Or are you checking that off from your list of 20, going down to 19? Have one already. Okay. Oh, sweet. Good stuff, Smalps. Yeah, honestly, I've genuinely been meaning to join your community as well. So I will make sure to do the same. Glad to have you, man. I get it, dude. There's so many Discord communities. Every creator has one. I wanted for years to make a Discord, and the reason I hesitated is because I was smaller, and I feel like there were just larger Diablo creators, just the Sanctuary and D2R communities that I was already a part of, and very hesitant to make my own for a while. And then I finally just, you know, got the courage to make my own. I don't know. My server is like 18 months old or something at this point. And honestly, we have a nice little small and mighty community, and in many ways, I almost prefer it because, moderating it is a bit straightforward, but also, just a kind of niche, kind of tight little crew of ARPGs. Oh, you don't have your own. Okay, my bad. I thought you did have your own. I don't know why I thought I saw that at some point. My bad. I'm just part and active on the Reddit. When you say a new one, which one? Which specific Reddit? Are you saying there's a new one specifically? Yeah, Reddit I'm not the most active on. I mean, I have an account, but I mean, I probably should read and go there more. I read Reddit in general, just not from like a gaming perspective, but I do realize there's a lot of great conversations there, so it probably is worth spending some fun time there. There's a lot of great people in the communities and posts and forums, so why not take advantage of a good community on Reddit? Oh, the Reddit Discord. Got it. Sorry. I thought you were saying there was a new Reddit. I'm like, oh shit, they launched a new D2R Reddit. The Reddit Discord. Okay, got it. Yeah, I mean, honestly, there was chaos, the TCS, the Chaos Sanctuary Discord. There's the one that I'm in, which is D2R Sanctuary. That's where I've been for most of my time on this game, because I was a Sanctuary kind of ambassador there in the community with Ket and Klinkogi and the crew. So, you know, and I'm obviously in D2R Clone Hunters, and, you know, I bounced around, of course, but, yeah, I just think that, you know, for the most part, yeah, I haven't really gone into many other Discords, not because I don't want to, there's just one too many. Like, I'm in Barricades, I'm in Zeegers, I'm in Luckies, I'm in Extimus, the list kind of goes on a little bit, and then now there's Darkhaven. So, I'm just like, yeah, there's just so many communities to keep track of, and I'm fine that mine stays a little bit smaller, because I expect it to remain small, but you know, we love when people come in. We want to make good quality of life. Make it a good, safe, fun space. So, you know. But, I mean, look, a lot of the people in my community are obviously Diablo players, but we're like a big ARPG little group in my server. Like, a lot of, you know, it was Last Epoch, it's Path of Exile, there's still some D4, there's a lot of Diablo, talking of mods in there, right? And obviously I'm going to be voting some Darkhaven stuff, so it's nice to have a little niche, because there's also a big hardcore faction. Not everybody's hardcore in my server. There are softcore players, but I would say majority of the people in my Discord are definitely more on the hardcore side. So that's kind of eventually why I made it, because I just wanted a good space to be able to have more direct dialogue, you know, a home for my content, a home where I could post my schedules, people could get in touch with me a little bit more easily. So yeah, just ended up launching it like 18 months ago. Yeah, dude, there really is. Hey, Steel Wrens. All right. 60? 60 ED? Oh, my goodness. Holy God, that's a good roll. Oh, yeah. Those are definitely being kept, because I know for a fact all of my other Steel Wrens were straight trash. GG. Let's go. Okay. It's a good roll. I'll take it. I'm sure I'll use them, but that's a nice little roll. Let's go. Ledgering those into the stash. All right, guys. Final 15 minutes. It's the witching hour. Let's go. Come on. Ah, 14 minutes until you guys get to see my ending scene, which I said is very similar to the start, but we did a nice little touch on the new branding ending scene, and you'll easily be able to distinguish the difference. I will give a little teaser. The start was very bright in the room. A lot of things were going on. Candles lit, eyes lit up, books flipping. Probably take a guess of what happens on the end. All right, third unique ring of the Andy. She always delivers rings. We're going to finally get the Wisp? Maybe. All right, guys, third ring. Are we going to get a Soj? Wouldn't mind another SOJ. In case I ever go full Nova. Oh, okay. Nick's sticking with the BKs. I like this. Nick's been consistent. It says stream ending. Yes. There's definitely the stream ending is on there. I was having fun more surrounding the scene itself. Sebastian throwing the jab. Zinger. I love it. Ooh, and an Emmy. Woo! All right. Little ring and Ami action. Couple of elites and champs down here. All right, let's get the gloves first and check this magic. That's all right. Oh, Raven 207.19. Not terrible, but I'm not going to keep it. And then the Ami Noko. Too bad. Too bad. Both fell short of expectations. Surprise, surprise. RNG's a cruel mistress. All right, closing in, getting close to the final 10 minutes. In the end game now. Final beltway of the stream. It's early Friday afternoon special. As we continue the quest for Death's Web. Elusive Unearthed Wand. Yeah, it's been we've been talking about it on my stream. It's been a while since I've seen the base, but you guys remember about maybe, I don't know, 4 or 5 streams ago, he horked an Unearthed Wand. Magic. I was in the pits, my horker horked it, and it was an unearthed. That was rough. And it was the hork, too. I really do want to end the stream on horking it. That would just be spontaneous and incredible at the same time. So we almost had it. Did hork the unearthed, but it was unfortunately magic a couple streams ago. Oh, I saw the wand magic. Polish wand. Belt needs to be repaired. Okay, let's go to quick at Charcy. All right. Repaired. Hey, Kron made it for a little bit, the final 10 minutes. What's up, buddy? Happy Friday. A week for PTR and then a potential polishing seems short. Yeah, I actually called that out, Kron, earlier in the stream before you got here. I said, yeah, I think what's more likely is more like microtransactions and minor things for Season 13, but that if there is some type of content, Warlock or what have you, is probably more Season 14. I think there's some growing kind of consensus around there is probably what I think. Ooh, man. Was that seeing the ball and chain? Or was it you were at meetings? Yeah. Destiny. Nice. Yeah, no, I think you're right. I think we're going to see some type of rolling chains. I mean, if anything, like, this just could be the beginning of them re-energizing and kind of revitalizing the franchise. I know that's a bit of a stretch. It's a bit more of the copium. I get it. And I'm not saying that's going to happen. I'm just calling it out. It's definitely feasible. Maybe with Vicarious gone and they focused on D4 and then that kind of is what it is. And it's a little homeostasis over there on the other side of the aisle. You know, maybe they've kind of recognized, hey, this is the game to focus on. I guess we'll find out. Find out soon enough, man. Yeah, I mean, look, if they can find little micro ways to make revenue, then there's look, we're both in business, man. The saying holds very true. Revenue solves all problems. So you know, if they have a business use case and justification with some kind of net revenue behind it, right? Well, now there's a reason to consider, right, re-energizing and kind of reorienting towards the game and seeing what else you can do with it, right? And if people respond and they're seeing the signal, then yeah, I mean, there you go. So yeah, it's really interesting, I would say, because when they had it with Vicarious Visions, right? Like they had the team, they had the caliber, they had the right mindset then. So I feel like they, you know, it probably was just going to be a little bit rushed then at that point, but they certainly had the ability to bring it to life. Just obviously when they kind of got dismantled and then those are Microsoft and everything else going on inside of that company, I just feel like, yeah, it was doomed at that point. And obviously the rise of D4 at the time and the focus there. They obviously were optimizing their resources accordingly, and they felt like D4, of course, was the natural hedge and bet. D2 fell off the map, so that was fortunate, I suppose. Ooh, blessed aim and might. I don't like that. Or so good. We got lucky there. I mean, it's going to be interesting because I feel like this excitement is probably going to bring back a lot of people to want to focus on ladder, right? Where I feel like a lot of us got busy or kind of went on to other things. So I don't know if there's enough material change, then yeah, I mean, I do think there's going to be a reinvigorated season 13. And even for us that all want to team up on hardcore, you know, I think we have a better, more motivated reason to get the old gang together and grind it out. Fancies, 40s. Pay $20 to revive your hardcore character. Honestly, dude, they could probably ask for 100 and people would do that. Without hesitation, people would absolutely do that. I mean, I'm not going to say it. I'm not obviously advocating, nor am I pro RMT. You guys know that. But, I mean, there's plenty of RMTers out there, man. If you kind of lose your RMT kitted out character, you would gladly spend $100 to get them back from the Shadow Realm. So, anywho, jokes aside, who knows? Yeah, that would be pretty funny, though. I like where your head was at with that one, Kron. Oh, yeah, an asterisk, so you know that your integrity is in question. You ever danced the devil in the pale moonlight? Yes, I have, and I have an asterisk next to my name. That'd be pretty funny. All right, guys. Excuse me. Final stretch here. Not looking promising. It is not looking promising. We need a very big divine miracle here in the next 4 minutes. Have you ever entered the pits and died to off-screen spectral extra fast might archers? Yes, well, of course. Double asterisk next to the name. All right, final couple runs here, crew. Let's go. All right, come on, come on, come on. Push, push. Here in these final few minutes. Let's make it count. Make these runs count. Again, don't care about meaningless rares right now. Want to get the best I can for these final runs, so we're going to push. Honestly, probably shouldn't have even picked up that set Ammy, but it's just habit because we don't have a lot of tall Ammies, as Kron knows. So I think it's nightmare fuel. I have a tendency to pick up those Ammies. Just habitual. Oh, all right, we'll pick that up. All right, come on, come on, come on. I'm probably gonna get 2 more runs in at this point. Hasn't hit 9 yet. Do about 30-second runs, so 2 runs. Maybe we'll get lucky and get a 3rd. Oh, okay, just hit 9. Spicy throne here. Oh, there's a Corona. Talking about quality checks, man. We're missing a ton of those tonight. Goodness. Man, that's Aspired, a Corona, and a Diadem we missed on tonight. And then we had that Sacred Armor, too. We have just not flipped the drops tonight. No, I was on for TZ Chaos. I was about 10 minutes late for that, but I got to get off. It's time for dinner and the kids, so I can't stay longer. I got on at like 3:10 Kron for Chaos before this. Oh, it's all good. Ah, that was it. Are they still TZ down here? Yeah, let's take advantage of it. All right, let's see. Is there anyone up here I can get? Anyone up here? All right, let's go to town. GG, Smalps, let's go. All right, well, let's see what we got, because we did at least get a couple things here. Let's see the IDs. All right, trash. Ooh, High Lords. And Tankreds. All right, crew. Let's wrap this up. Great to see you guys on this Friday. Great hanging with you, Kron, Smalps, Sebastian, Fatherson, everybody else who's tuning in over on Twitch and YouTube, Mim, Roma, RBI, anybody who might still be here. Always great to hang out with the crew, the Horde. This is a bit of an unorthodox Friday stream, but glad I got to hang out with you guys. The unfortunate quest continues. I actually realized I didn't stop the clock on the other stream. I should probably do that right now because we don't want to waste any time. Nick, what's up, brother? Good to see you again as well. All right, guys, you guys are going to now see the final ending scene, as I said, with all of my new branding rolling out. We showed off a couple of the scenes. You guys have seen a couple of things. Now you're going to get a fun little teaser of what the ending scene looks like. A nice little bookend to the start. But, yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next stream, probably next week. It's Super Bowl weekend, so obviously you want to watch a couple of the games and all those things. And oof, he got a 1-hole punch, Fatherson. That is unfortunately rough. But all right, crew, enjoy. I will catch you guys on the next stream.